The old man sat on the park bench feeding the pigeons. He had been coming to this park for years, ever since his wife had passed away. It was a place where he could come to relax and reflect on his life. As he watched the pigeons flutter around him, he thought about all the good and bad things he had done in his life. He knew that karma was a powerful force, and that he would eventually reap what he had sown. He remembered a time when he was younger, and he had been very successful in his business. He had made a lot of money, and he had lived a very luxurious lifestyle. But he had also been very arrogant and selfish. He had treated people poorly, and he had never thought about the consequences of his actions. One day his business had collapsed, and he had lost everything. He had been forced to start over from scratch, and he had had to learn the hard way what it meant to be humble. He had also had to deal with the pain of losing his wife. She had been his best friend, and he had never imagined his life without her. But through it all, he had never given up hope. He had always believed that karma would eventually balance out, and that he would eventually be rewarded for his good deeds. And now, here he was, sitting on a park bench, feeding the pigeons. He was no longer rich or powerful, but he was content. He had learned the importance of compassion and kindness, and he was grateful for the simple things in life. He knew that he would never be perfect, but he was determined to live a good life. He wanted to make a difference in the world, and he wanted to leave behind a legacy of kindness and compassion. He closed his eyes and took a deep breath. He could feel the sun on his face, and he could hear the sound of the birds singing. He smiled. He was at peace. The old man's story is a reminder that karma is a powerful force. What we sow, we shall reap. If we want to live a good life, we need to be kind and compassionate to others. We need to treat people the way we want to be treated. If we do this, then karma will eventually reward us. But if we are selfish and arrogant, then karma will eventually punish us. It is up to us to choose our own destiny.